Hello everyone. What's up? What's up? Just waiting on Dylan. Shouldn't be long. There he is. Hi everyone.
Oh, there we go. Now this is confusing, but we got it.
We made it. Can you hear me all right?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. I have my headphones in though, so
Yeah, it's more like I've got the phone planted so the speaker's on the table, but if you can hear me, then we're good.
we're all good. I can hear you talk shit. I can hear it all.
Good. All right, well, yeah, we're just here to answer whatever questions you lot may have or anything you want to say, anything you want to ask. Oh my God, Dylan.
Belgium loves us. Hell yeah. I've never been to Belgium, so
Neither have I. I would love to go to Belgium. I hear they have very nice chocolate.
that is something that I do hear about them. And canals. Lots of canals, right?
I do. I like a canal, me. All right, cool. Well, I've got some questions that were sent in earlier. If we don't see any come up here. So okay. Oh, no. We'll go with what scene was most fun to shoot. What scene was most fun to shoot for you?
For me, I think I actually really enjoyed the apartment scene that's in the trailer where you kind of kick down the door. I thought that was
Yeah.
that was a really fun one.
That's the only thing we have together, isn't it?
Is that? Oh yeah, because well, I guess we shouldn't spoil it, but
Or is it actually? Oh, it could not be but maybe there's the, you know,
and then
there is that. So yeah. But
What
that is the kind of like where they meet anyway. Yeah, I've already said that before anyway, but it probably would be that one, man. I wanted to explore that kind of dynamic with all three of them there, like more. But I think we've given them enough. I think they'll be very content with that scene.
I think so too. I think this is, I mean, from what I gathered, at least, this is a very differently paced movie than from the first one. I did end up watching the first one while we were filming the second one.
Oh yeah.
Funny enough, I don't watch a lot of movies in general, but I did end up watching it, and I think just the pacing of it's very different. So I think everyone will be happy.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of I think we managed to fit like more different genres. I feel like there's a wider range of movie making there. And I have to tell everyone that Dylan, some of your bits, bro, like when I'm on set, but I'm just watching you do your bits, and they're just like running it again and again and again, and you're just improvising, and every take is like world class, definitely more than usable. Like that for me was funner than filming was watching you do some of the improv like in the bathroom, and I don't want to say too much, but yeah.
We had some good improv stuff. Actually, funny, I was gonna say, I know we're going back and forth on compliments, but I can text you this. I remember on the set, but because you and I have the phone call, right? So they wanted me to watch your phone call scene.
Oh yeah.
Which I won't spoil, but your performance in that scene is amazing, bro. Like I still was like, it got me right into it. I watched the footage and I was like, okay, I know exactly where to go, and it made it super easy for me because you didn't have footage to hear.
No, but weirdly, I think I'd already shot my side, and then you, I watched you do your bit and read it like there, so I was actually watching you do it live, which was obviously sick as well. I'm getting worried we're giving away too much, but I think we're good. I think we're giving them just enough to be hungry, but not enough to be satisfied, you know what I mean? Hopefully.
Good.
Yeah, that's fine. And unless anyone wants to say anything in here, a lot of this chat is just emojis that I really appreciate, but like any questions as well, we'll be willing to answer.
Yeah, let's see. I have to scroll up with my sausage-like finger to see some of these questions. There was someone asked what the harden of the book, which I'm guessing is like, will they see more Harden?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely do get to see more of Harden, and more of like his what goes on in his head and what he's been through, and I think a lot of that will make how Harden is in the first movie make more sense, because he's quite mysterious. It's one of those things where I think the more we learn further down the line of the story, the more it will make sense. All those previous bits will make more sense if that makes any sense in itself. But yeah, there's a I wouldn't say a new Harden, but there's a lot more to him, which was really fun to play. I like this question. Was there an object you took home from set? Is there anything that you nicked or that you were given?
I got to keep whichever one of the Hugo Boss suits I wanted, which was pretty cool. So there's a lot of fantastic suits. So I think I took the one that was like a brighter blue color, which was nice.
I remember that one. Your watch was matching it. Am I correct in saying the watch matched?
Yeah. I think all of the props were like matching. I mean, I think Trevor's a style god when it comes down to like socks, underwear, and his accessories.
Toby, the prop guy, big up Toby. I don't know. Yeah, he was really, he had his stuff down to a T. He was really good at what he did. I took a ring by accident. I think twice I've taken Harden's ring by accident back home.
Accident.
Got a new one. I did get a request to say fucking Trevor, so fucking Trevor. I'm never going to pass on an opportunity to say fucking Trevor. But
even I've caught myself saying it. I think that's just more his name than Trevor.
Yeah, it is a bit. What would you reckon you might say if there was an equivalent back to Harden? What would Trevor call Harden?
I mean, I don't think anything really beats fucking in front of something. So I mean, fucking Harden also really works. You know,
it would be like horrible Harden or something. It's not the same.
Yeah, we can really alliterate here and go into our thesauruses, but I think fucking is simple and to the point.
Yeah. Did you have a day ritual on set before you start shooting?
I don't know. Down in Atlanta, it's hard not to have Chick-fil-A as your day ritual. Which for me, I mean, I'm a big fried chicken sandwich guy. But I was trying to be lean and sexy. All you guys are like lean and sexy, and I have like a normal peasant's body.
No.
So I was like, maybe I'll skip the coleslaw today.
Those Chick-fil-A's have taken their toll. You know, I thought I was invincible, but they do take their toll. You got to watch it. But wow, are they good? So good. I need Chick-fil-A in London.
What's your sauce of choice?
I think it's just I think it's Chick-fil-A sauce. I get the spicy one though. I think you kind of have to.
Oh yeah, the spicy chicken sandwich. See, now for me, I go Polynesian sauce. I don't know why.
I don't even know what that is.
You couldn't. I mean, I couldn't explain what it actually.
I'm sure I'll like it, but yeah.
I feel like we should probably answer some after questions.
We should promoting Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Having another look.
Let's see. I saw some up there. How long did filming the movie take? Different for you than for me, right? How long were you there?
Yeah, I mean, it all kind of blurs into one. I think we were there for like a couple of months, but we weren't filming for that long. I think it was around a month of actual filming, and then beforehand you obviously have all the costume stuff and prop stuff, and it's really nice to be like so heavily involved in that stuff. I think a lot of my experience has come from like dip in, dip out, or you know, quick turnaround stuff. But when you're there for the whole process, you get to kind of have a say in stuff like, you know, tattoos and props, and you know, it's nice to be a bit more involved, have a bit more of a say. And
it's not a bad place to spend time either. I mean, it's
not at all.
Good food, and you guys, I mean, we're working with all the same cast as the first one, so.
Yeah, and crew.
Nice,
I mean, we I think people all know like how much we value the crew.
For sure. It shows, by the way, because as soon as I went onto the set, I was only there for like 2 weeks or something, but as soon as I went on the set, you know, it seemed like everybody had known each other for 3 years, so it was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that is. I've got a couple questions about Joe. We both just spoke to Joe, so we can. They're just saying, how is Joe? How is she? She seems great. She said something about spring onion propagating, keeping her busy.
Oh yeah.
You know? I was doing tomato stuff through lockdown, but Joe as well. What were you doing through lockdown, Dylan?
Through lockdown, I wasn't growing anything like you two. I mean, growing spring onions.
Bar
I
that,
don't have a
bar that mustache and
yeah, and the
hair.
beard. I did have a beard competition with my brother, which he lost for the record.
Really?
But
How
he
did you measure that? How did you?
It's just overall size, girth, foliage,
Yeah. Okay.
coverage.
Yeah.
A lot of different factors. But but no, I didn't get it. I've just watched a lot of anime with Barbara. That's pretty much all we've done.
I started watching a little bit.
Did you?
A little bit of. I'm not a big anime guy, but I watched like Avatar as a kid, so I started rewatching some of that, which is quite basic anime, I guess. Like it's not deep.
Well, it's funny because that's actually one of the only series I never got into, and not because I didn't like it, just because I kind of missed the train.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, sorry, we're going anime Chick-fil-A. That's another one of them ones. Back to after.
Hero, what percentage of you is a match to Harden? That's a question.
Good. I like how it's phrased because they say like how similar, and I find it difficult to like. I think I am like I'd say like maybe near the 50 mark. I'd say just below 50. But there is a lot about him that not his extreme behavior sides as much, but more just like his loyalty. And there's a lot of admirable things about him that I would like to say that I share with him. So I'd say 47.5.
That's a very specific percentage. Why'd you go for the 7 instead of the 45?
I guess it just invokes more conversation, like it just did.
You got me.
Cool. What do you think is the biggest differences between Harden and Trevor? They're obviously big. They're huge. They are very different people. I think it's so nice to have Trevor's character just in the mix. Like I think it's a super it just adds so much more well-needed complexity to the whole relationship and Harden and all of that.
I'd lobby that. I think probably that their passion gets invoked in a very different way. I feel like Harden's probably much more passionate, whereas Trevor's very analytical and like compromising. Whereas Harden kind of knows what he's about and he follows it through. I think maybe a little more brave on Harden's perspective, but Trevor is, he thinks things through a lot. Yeah,
no, well said. I think when I'm in Harden's, perspective, I think externally, I wasn't too drawn to Trevor or anything. But I think when we're filming, like when you see the final product, I think I think he's such a great character. I think, he's like a real important part of the story now for me anyway.
I think so too. He's funny, like breath of fresh air to some degree too. I think people are either going to respond to kind of his wit, because I know that he was written to not have much humor involved with him. At least Anna was telling me. But when we were improvising and doing it instead, it kind of does work.
I think there's so much that you just can't help but change when you go from book to movie. And I think Anna is so perfect having her there because she can kind of say what works really well in the book, but it just won't in the movie, and therefore like is the perfect person to have to like steer our change in the right direction and give you the go as if like that humor element is all right and it will work. I personally think it really. But,
I think it's pretty fun. What is do you have any favorite series, it said? Or what's the hardest scene to film? Oh, did we lose you?
Favorite? No. Have you got me? You still got me?
I think I lost your video. Oh, okay.
You frozen for me, but I think we're all right. Favorite series? Game of Thrones has got to be up there despite the final season. Top Boy, Top Boy is up there. Anyone who's not from London, if you are, you know what Top Boy is, but check that out. To name a few. What was the second question?
What was the hardest scene to film?
Hardest scene to film. There's another like big, scene with a lot of cast members and extras and a lot going on, and you need to get a bunch of takes, and there's just a lot going on is the best way to describe that scene. And I think that was definitely most challenging. I think for everyone. I think when you just got so much to cover, so many people, so many things, you gotta film. It's a bit harder, but all the worthwhile, I'm sure. Hero, what was it like to have another Brit on set? I can tell you that that was amazing. Having Louise on set was like weirdly, I didn't know how nice it was until it was there. So yeah, I don't know why that is. I think it's just the accent, the comforting accent, and because she's playing my mum, it's like it was. Yeah, I like that a lot. Cool. I mean, I think we have time for like a couple more. Describe each other in 3 words.
As in the characters or each other?
Okay, you are goatee, goatly, like as in like goat as like an adjective. Like
Cool.
you are
Yeah.
like
Greatest of all time.
goatish.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I like that. That's true.
And you're also hilarious. We'll finish on.
I like that. Okay, three to describe you. Legos. That's definitely one. Tomatoes. Yeah, that's definitely 2. And devilishly handsome. I know that's 2 words, but
I'll take it. I'm flattered. For the record, no one ever tell Dylan anything that you have like want to touch on once, because he'll make it out like it's your dying wish and hobby. But yeah, no, tomatoes and Lego. I've dabbled. All right, cool. I think that kind of brings us there. Unless any questions pop in last minute. Any last questions?
I don't know.
Let's end on that. What's your dream role? At the moment.
Oh, at the moment, I don't know. I feel like it changes once it happens. I'd like to do a historical piece that is with swords and knightly armor and riding on horseback. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Like a medieval movie would be fun, but we don't like. I feel like that's pretty much all for you guys in the UK. I don't feel like we ever get that out here.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Mean.
What about you?
I'd go with Another After. I think that's a good way to end it.
What
I think
beautiful
we've got more. We've got more we need to say. We need to get back on set together. We've got a lot more story to tell. So I'll lock in Another After.
Wow.
Sick. All right. Well, that takes us to the end. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you for all your questions. Sorry if we didn't get to answer them. But yeah, I hope everyone's blessed. Stay safe. Take care.
Thanks a bunch, everyone. See you soon.
In a bit. Bye-bye.
Enjoy the movie.
Yeah. No.